know, maybe your next garden party turns out to be a picnic. So cupcakes are an easy alternative. Aren't they adorable? They're all the rage these days when I go to kids' parties.
But they're not just for kids, they're for adults too, because it takes you back to, you know, your childhood, and it's a nice individual portion.
And it's yours. You know, you covet it because it is yours. Well, show us what we're going to do this with today.
Okay, with the flour cupcakes, we've actually iced them in buttercream, and then we're putting some fondant on top. Now, you can color your fondant all sorts of colors, and I just have some gel colors here, and put it in here, and then you just start kneading it. One of the things you might want to do, but since I'm adventuresome, I didn't put gloves on. You put gloves on, and it will begin to take up the color.
An easy alternative.
Well, as you can see, why you might want an easy alternative
is actually the pre-dyed, the ready-to-use fondant icing. They have it in the primary colors, pastel colors. I think these neon colors are pretty nifty. And it takes the guesswork out of dyeing, especially if you have to do 2 batches. I'm not sure I'd be able to dye the second batch the same color.
Well, it's really not that hard, but you really should use gloves. So now that I've demonstrated that,
that's all right.
I've rolled this out, and this is a nice rolling pin because it's got the O-rings on for the color that you want, but you want it about 1/8 of an inch because you don't want it too thick. You could use a knife. I'm actually just using my spatula.
And this sets up pretty quickly, right? You need to get moving.
Well, if the phone rings, you want to cover it.
Okay, with a damp rag or just a towel?
Just a towel. I like plastic wrap. So what you would do to make this, and let me cut this off just a little bit.
Okay.
Is you're just going to pinch it together, and that's how you make your loop. I've made those a little bit bigger so you can actually see how they're...
And you set these up to dry, right?
Yes. If you lay them flat, they'll kind of flop down and be really flat.
Or if you put a towel in between it to make
a Kleenex, a little bit of a paper towel. That's all you do, is just pinch them together. You could put a little bit of water there if you wanted to.
Okay.
That's
and
pretty
just try
much
to keep them uniform for the finished
That's
product.
the big thing. But you know, a flower's not totally uniform when you do the petals of it either. So, you know, it's not a real big deal. It's like, see, this one's a little fatter, that one's a little skinnier.
That's right.
You know, now somebody's not going to come up and go,
they're going to measure them.
No. Is that exactly the same?
Yeah. How long would it take these to dry? Is this
I would let them at least overnight.
Overnight. Okay.
Now we've iced the cupcake in buttercream, and I'm just going to put a little extra right here on top. And that's going to kind of be the anchor.
And this is buttercream also, right?
Yeah, this is buttercream. And look how hard this is.
Well, you make it look easy because you have everything designed, but it is quite impressive.
But, I mean, this is really simple. You can put as many in as you want.
And the finished product, I think, is just adorable.
Yeah.
It really is. I could see this, talking about a celebration, at a garden party, if you were doing, or a ladies' luncheon. Of course, for a child's birthday party, they'd be precious. What else could you see these?
I don't know, a charity event where you had one at each table.
An anniversary party would be cute. Okay.
Just a ball. As a kid, you made a ball. Just put it there on top, and
voila.
You got your
There's
flowers
the finished
done.
product. Oh, well, they're just adorable, Nancy. Thank you so much. We appreciate your hard work.